Maybe. Let's go.
She can come grab the. I like the mirrors. Something about it, I feel like it captures like the street.
It's in there.
You looked into it over the lifetime.
Whoa.
Yeah, this place is like.
Mr. Campbell came over from Northern Ireland, and he came over when he was 18. He made his fortune out west in the fur trade. That slowed up a little bit, then he came back to St. Louis. 1841, he married Virginia Kyle, who's in the portrait above the piano. They got married, they started to have a family. They had 13 children, but of the 13, only these 3 boys lived to be adults, and none of them married. 10 of their kids died before they were 7 years old, mostly from measles and childhood diseases.
And you guys do the funeral here like in October?
Well, Robert died on the 16th of October in 1879. He was laid out in the parlor here from the 16th to the 19th. And so every 5 years, for the last 5 years now rather, since the next day in the newspaper, there was a full-page newspaper column about describing the funeral, so we recreated at the end of October. And then on the Friday night before Halloween, we have a special reservation-only evening tour with members of the St. Louis Mourning Society stationed throughout the house, dressed in their 19th century mourning costumes, talking about customs and superstitions from funerals in those days. Yeah. Otherwise, all this furniture Mrs. Campbell bought on a shopping trip in Philadelphia in 1855. Every piece is exactly where she always kept it, and we still have the receipts for every piece of furniture in this house. She also kept large samples of every piece of wallpaper and carpet, which we still have. In 1999, those were sent off to England to be reproduced. And what you see on the floor of the walls now looks exactly as it did. We have the photographs to go by. So everything is exactly the way it was in the 1850s.
Yeah, this is super impressive. I just love the way, like, how regal everything is and looks.
The Campbells were very good friends with President and Mrs. Grant. The Grants were here. Here he is here. When we get on the 3rd floor today, you'll see this ring he's got on his finger.
Oh.
You'll see this green felt top table. You'll even see the pen he's got in his hand. So this room, when they bought the house, was actually an outside porch. Had this roof on it here, but where the bay window was open porch rail. You could walk out through these window doors here out onto the porch. The next spring after they moved in, they closed the porch in. They call it the morning room. It faces directly east, so the sun comes shining through those windows. Since it was a porch, it didn't have a fireplace, so they added the fireplace when they closed the room in.
That's like, that room upstairs by Aunt Harriet where
No,
she would keep the bird.
yeah.
That was an open porch too. That was like popular back then.
Yeah, they closed them in a lot of
And
times.
then they wound up closing it in, yeah.
Come on in.
An outdoor porch area that they closed
Whoa.
in. And probably in the 50s they closed it.
So this is Mrs. Campbell's seat here. She can watch the mirror and see that all of her guests were properly taken care of. So if anybody needed anything, all she had to do was take 2 or 3 steps over the wall here, pull the bell, pull and call the servants in. The Campbells were good friends, I told you, with the Grants. The Grants had dinner at this table many, many times. We do know that while he was in the White House as president, he and Mrs. Grant had dinner, so they did dinner seated at this table 5 different times and covered in the newspaper each time it came. But all this wallpaper and everything is reproduced from the sample Mrs. Campbell kept.
Where was the wallpaper from?
It was done here in this country. Yeah. The carpet and some of the wallpaper had to be sent to England, but this was done here.
Oh, I like the...
Yeah, each napkin ring is different. None are the same.
And that's all, like, original?
Yeah, but this is not the good china. go from the parquet floor in here, but yeah, these just turn on and off that way when they were gas fixtures. Turn the gas on here. But we'll go from the parquet. The cooks would pass the food through from the kitchen here, and the servants put it onto Mrs. Campbell's good china. That's not, this is her good china. This is old Paris Limoges china. She bought it on her shopping trip in Philadelphia in 1855 at a store called Tyndale and Mitchell. Each piece is hand painted with a different food item on it. In the entire 380 piece set, there are no two. So the Campbells usually had German ladies for housekeepers and cooks. They usually had between 7 to 10 servants. But since Robert came from Northern Ireland, he supported a lot of the Irish immigrant girls that came over as maids. Problem though was most of the girls when they came over in those days from Northern Ireland couldn't read or write. So we've got the bells up here throughout the whole house. They never had bells, they never had signs on the bells, girls couldn't read them. They are in room number order. These two are on this floor, the next floor on the second floor, last floor on the third floor. But each bell has its own distinct ring tone. It's different size. So you can hear the difference here. I think that's what we fixed it again. This is in the dining room. And this has been one of the rooms on the third floor. It's a different bell ring. And on the wall there's a sign with the numbers 25, 50, 75, 100. Servants put that in the glass in the door. Whichever one of the four numbers they put on top told the iceman in his horse and wagon how many pounds of ice they wanted. Came a 25-pound box. They were 25, 50, 60. They bring the box of ice in and put them up here. But they wanted to keep moderately cool and would be kept in the center. Always the coldest stuff was down at the bottom. There used to be a pan that's underneath here that collected the water as the ice melted. But until the refrigerator came around, the icebox was all they had. This door goes to the basement. You'll see those later when we get downstairs.
I feel like I'm in Harry's bathroom.
It's not your average public restroom, is it?
I know. My aunt, she was born like 1904.
Yeah.
Right? Well, she's not around anymore.
Yeah, but she had.
But I remember, all her things.
Well, like that.
It
Yeah.
has like a feel like that, yeah.
You still got one more in the restroom, right?
Yeah, she's still there.
All those dresses we still have that belong to Mrs. Campbell, plus we have more that aren't in that picture.
Really cool. Yeah, like these dresses made
That would be for going out or
Yeah.
training. Yeah, they would not be house dresses, no.
you know where the dresses were made?
Some of them were made in Paris, some of them in New York. Yeah.
What's it? Like a debutante ball or something. That's what it reminds me of. Like,
Well, yeah, but at the time that this was in the newspaper, those were debutantes that were
Debutantes.
wearing her dresses, yeah. We're going up to the this is the second level. This is the original back wall of the house. This round window goes into the servants' hallway. This door used to be a window before the fire marshal came. You go on into the cook's bedroom.
Yeah, this is a nice bedroom for
All the servants had nice private rooms with carpeting on the floor. Most servants would not have that. But the cook could go right down the stairs here and do her job. But this is a nice room for a servant. And that would have been a window instead of a door when she lived here.
especially for the time, because servants were.
Yes, servants were not treated as well as they were here. No.
Doesn't it kind of even smell like in here?
Yeah, this
Servants' room. This is the housekeeper's room. And again, the carpet and wallpaper is reproduced. This lady, Mary Burster, was housekeeper here for over 30 years. This was her room. She actually died of a heart attack here on the job in her 50s.
Whoa.
I know almost all the family is gone, but is there any servants that are
No, all the families. Well, there's
Descendants?
descendants in Ireland from Robert's older brother that stayed over in Ireland, but that's all. None of them here.
Still like really nice room for a servant.
Yeah, this wallpaper, that was all reproduced in England from the sample. We're gonna come down to this next room. Go around the corner and go in. This is Mrs. Campbell's mother's room. Her mother came to live with them shortly after they moved in. She brought her own furniture from North Carolina. Her name was Lucy Kyle. That's her in the photo there. And her daughter, the last 2 years of her life, she lived with her 3 grandsons. Her name was Lucy Kyle.
So she made it to 84. Nowadays that's
That was a lot of, that was old in those
that was
days.
yeah. Nowadays it's not that bad.
Yeah. There's that heated the water, yeah.
So did they bring the water up here? Or did they?
What they did was, remember this was added 40 years after they moved in. When they added it down in the basement, the servants had some foot pumps like bellows. They would do this and it would come up.
Oh.
But it was much easier than carrying it up in buckets and pitchers.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Oh, nice. I know because my dad even said in the in the 40s and the 50s when he was growing up that the hot water had to be added
Yeah, later, yeah. They had a heater downstairs in the basement, yeah.
for him growing up. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So the next 2 rooms are on a half level between the second and floor. Gotta be careful, we're gonna go down to the room. His wife's portrait's on the wall here. All the wallpaper and carpeting reproduced in England. We have a bunch of these family bathtubs that were used before the bathroom was put in. That's what they bathe in. So this was his side of the master bedroom.
So they would just kind of stand in that.
Stand or sit or squat in there, yeah.
Okay.
This is his side with her portrait. This is her side with his portrait.
So they slept in separate beds?
Yes, but there were 13 children. They weren't always in separate beds. You can see in the photograph everything's exactly as it was. One of my favorite things though in the whole house is right here. It's this lamp on the table over here. It was originally a gas lamp. Gas hose came down from the gas meter to feed gas to the lamp. It's called a lithophane lamp. It was very popular at the time, but it was very expensive. Top part is just plain white porcelain until you turn it on. This is why it's my favorite. Watch what happens when I turn it on.
Okay.
I love this lamp.
Whoa.
There's no photograph or ink in there. It's all done in how thick or how thin the porcelain is.
It's
Detail
done how
is
is
so
it?
amazing. Yeah, you can see the whites of the eyes, the loose hair, folds in the fabric. There are 3 different pictures.
So how is that
Whoa.
printed on there?
It's done in a 3-part process. They carve the designs 3-dimensionally in wax. And when that's done, they pour a layer of plaster Paris in there. And when that makes a negative. And when the plaster Paris mold is done, white porcelain.
I've had stuff shattering films. Have you ever?
But here he is here as a young teen. There he is as a young adult. And here's the same guy as an older man. So they're all 3 the same.
Oh, so that guy's the same.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the same guy, yeah. That's him as a teenager and that's him as an older man.
Doesn't that look like Jake?
Looks like Jake with a big mustache, yeah.
Do you have any Irish stuff?
Oh my god, that scared me. That scared me. You had a pen?
Yep.
And then the painting downstairs, remember?
Yeah, it's that same one that's in there. You can't see it in the photograph. That's a photograph of that painting. This is the youngest son, James. All 3 of the boys were smart. The 2 older ones both graduated with honors from Washington U. James, though he didn't go to Washington U, he graduated twice with honors. Got a business degree with honors from Harvard and a law degree with honors from Yale. His diplomas are on the wall over there. So all 3 of the boys were smart too.
There's a big
Whoa.
There's a big bird cage in here, yeah.
Whoa.
Here's a scale.
This might be my favorite part of the building.
It's called a half flounder house because it's one flat part right there. Didn't matter how high up you went or how far back you went, the taxes were based on the narrow front. In 1875, a man got up in a hot air balloon, went over the entire city, and in detail drew every neighborhood he saw beneath him. It's a fabulous book. Here's part of the page. Here's our 3 blocks right here. Here's our house. It was the first one built, the only one left. All those houses there, And that one here used to be up and down the 3 blocks there, all gone now.
This is where I live. I live on 14th and Pine. It'd be like right here.
So that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, you live in that tall building there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it used to look like.
Yeah, the only thing that are left is this church and our house.
This is terrific that you preserve all this
That we
information.
have that, yeah. Mhm. So you're on the corner here then?
Because this
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm like right here. I'm on like 14th and Pine, so I'd be like on this corner right here.
Oh, but you're on the other, okay. I thought you were in that tall building over there, but you're,
Oh, Missouri.
so this next room again, this was the bird room, could have been a bedroom, had more children living. Since this one was not a grand tour of Europe. After the parents died, the 3 brothers went on a tour of the Holy Land. Here are the 2 older brothers on horseback in Jerusalem. When the youngest brother died in 1890, the 2 older brothers went on a 6-year grand tour of Europe. They were gone for 6 years.
6 years on it.
Wow. A really long vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these like pictures make it look like a lot more impressive, like seeing like stuff
Yeah.
around the world back then. It was a lot different.
And they never had any kids.
No, they never married, so they
Oh,
were.
they never even married?
None of the boys married, no.
Maybe because they were too busy on vacations. And
Well, although the older one did date Nellie Grant, because their Grant's daughter for a while, but they didn't marry. Parents' house. This will take us down to the basement level then. This is the lower level here. Sure, other places to see.
Oh, well, these are the donors.
This part of the basement, remember the door next to the kitchen sink? It led to these stairs here. They came all the way down before the fire marshal. This part of the basement is where the servants did laundry. They had stoves over here to heat the water, wash tubs over here. Their laundry equipment is here. In those days, laundry was an all-day affair. It took all day. And everything was ironed, including socks, underwear, and rags. With bad weather outside, we had these star-shaped things in the bamboo rods that go across here. They could hang the laundry in here. Basement extends all the way to the front of the house, but under the front steps where you came up, there's a room under there with wooden racks from 300 bottles of wine. That was the wine cellar. But this is the only place in the house other than the office that we can sit in, so when you ring the doorbell, it takes us a while to get up there because we're always down here. So as you come around the corner here, take your fingers, go to the center here and feel how thin that is. It will not work in anything but porcelain. It's the size of thickness. It will only work in real porcelain. It won't work in plastic. This is real porcelain. Just like the lamp upstairs, when it's off its light, when it's on, the detail comes out. It's outside of the house for us, but when you feel how thin it is, to maybe the detail that could get in there.
Oh,
Yeah, the Cheshire Cat from the Alice in Wonderland, yeah.
yeah, those are this one.
How do they get the color in there?
Yeah, they just put some colored stuff on the back of it. Because here it's the same one down the lower corner with just without the color.
Ah. Very
I'm afraid it's gonna break. That's the only thing because I have medical equipment. You know what I mean? And it's so thin. And I hope
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
I know.
Put it in like an area where you don't want it.
Well, I would put it
I
in
don't
the
know if
bathrooms.
I don't know if he's gonna like actively knock it over.
Just have to charge them up with the, yeah,
Yeah, this one's nice.
you just have to charge them with the USB cable.
Well, good, you can stay here with me then.
These ones are actually really good.
Yeah, they are nice.
Do you
Huh?
want something to do?
I really want those fans.
I mean, not really. I'm here all the time.
Can you go into the fans?
You're gonna use a fan for what?
For when I'm really hot.
Here.
Feel it. Oh, the fans are really
They
nice.
charge with the USB cable on the.
That.
Yeah, I got the fan.
They got power.
Yeah, but they have, I don't know what they have to-
Feel the fan.
They don't have their.
Oh, are you videotaping me with the fan?
Yeah. Not okay. Now I am.
I might get the touch again. That's the bathroom he uses the most, so he always leaves the door open. Always leaving the door open.
You know what, I learned something, I've never had cats, but I did not know that they instinctively know how to go to the bathroom. Okay, that's one, okay.
Yeah, and then he's getting cards. You got your cards? Oh, there's cards.
All right. How old is he?
He's 10.
10? All right, and then.
I'm like turning 11 in a month.
And she has cash. She's gonna pay.
Oh, I already she.
Oh, she.
So you're gonna pay for 2 adults?
Yes.
Okay, so that's.
Yeah, you're still okay because 12 and under is free.
Oh, okay. But 74.
If we were to estimate, I'm 11.
Oh, okay.
Well, in September.
Yeah, you got a month or so to go yet. Yeah.
You feel cool with that now?
You'll be happy with that fan.
Flathead Indian tribe.
Oh,
There's also a very
Oh, it's
good-
this guy again.
That's the older son. He's also a very good friend of Chief Red Cloud here of the Oglala Sioux. Told Chief Red Cloud, anytime you come to town, be sure and stop in and see me. He did come, Robert happened to be out of town, but Mrs. Campbell invited him into the parlor. He wouldn't sit in the furniture. He sat up cross-legged on the floor. They had a nice long chat, and then he left.
like sitting on furniture, or is you?
Well,
I'm familiar with it.
When they bought the
Whoa.
house, this was a big hole dug here for a foundation for another house. Robert didn't want it because if they'd have built the house, right here would have been the space between the two, would have blocked all of his windows. In those days, from the third floor over there, you could see all the way to the river. So he paid $3,000 extra for this lot, filled in the hole, put in the garden, in the gazebo. The only one in the area that has the side door, which makes it really nice for us. Come on in here. So Robert and everybody in the neighborhood were wealthy. They all owned their own houses. But they never kept horses in the neighborhood on the property. There was a livery.
They still had some, like.
They had names on them and stuff like that, yeah.
They still had some around.
Just be careful when you close it, you gotta turn it again to get it to the latch.
Because I grew up in Chicago.
Oh,
My
okay.
house have been still had it, but not anymore.
We
But
still have a lot of them in Suloid around here, yeah.
Yeah, it would be so cool if we can actually sit in here.
yeah, it's brittle. Yeah. What house we walked in?
Holy cow, it's so big.
It's so
Alright. So that's the end.
big. Yes.
Okay, so if you're on the latch, go right up by the elevator.
I want to look here though.
Go ahead.
You want to walk over here for a second?
There's an exit, and green exit by the elevator over there.
Ooh, so great.
You wanna go out that way? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, that's right.
Flashbang. Oh, the flower. The butterfly. There's a butterfly.
Oh no, that's okay. That's better because if there's really, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I'd be like, I don't know. No, it's actually works on our feet.
back to the.
Do 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 do.